Welcome to another episode. Today I want to show you my new setup that I've been running for interior real estate photography and how it can also work for exterior real estate photography as well. So typically what I used to do is have my camera and everything's my camera on a tripod, and then I would have a separate light stand with a flash mounted to it, and I would move the light stand from room to room if I needed to light multiple rooms. So in other words, when you're doing flash pops and you need to light multiple rooms, you always want to be lighting the room that you're in and then light the other room at the same time. That way they're easier to blend together. Well, I stopped doing that after a while just because not all houses required multiple flash pops, and if they did, I did a flash pop in the room I was in and then ran over and did a flash pop and then just dealt with the lighting inconsistencies when I was blending them in Photoshop. Well, here's another method that I found that'll eliminate a light stand. All you're going to need is to mount this setup right here to your tripod and then have another flash that you're going to physically run around to all the different rooms or different places in the rooms to do your flash pops, and you'll always have one right on the camera. That's going to be a huge time saver, actually, because I just did a listing a little while ago, and I'm going to post a video at the end of this, a link to it, where it was a 4,500 square foot house, and it took me just over an hour, which normally those would take me 2.5 hours. So I was able to light up multiple rooms and do it quickly because I was just running from room to room, and I knew my flash on the top of the camera was lighting the space where the camera was. So it's a huge help, huge time saver. So look right here, what we got is just a standard flash bracket that your camera mounts onto, and then the flash bracket is going to mount onto your tripod. And so this actually keeps your flash above your camera by about 4 to 6 inches here. So another cool thing about this flash bracket is it still allows you to get that camera in the vertical position. So a lot of times if you're into a tight bathroom and you can't get the shower and the sink in the same shot, I'll do 2 vertical shots, one of the sink area and one of the shower unit, and then put those 2 images side by side in the same aspect ratio as all the other images. So realtors appreciate that because that takes a little bit of creativity. It's a little more time consuming, but once you get it down, it's really just moving 2 images in and rearranging the sides and putting them together, maybe putting a black stripe between the 2 so it looks like 2 images. If you're going to be getting into the flambient method, I highly recommend going to a system like this, because what you want to do is make sure that your skills are at the point where you're not taking too long. You should be spending 1 to 2 minutes per room. So if you figure you're going to be delivering 30 images on average, that's about 60 minutes that you're going to be on site. That's including exterior too. So I'm going to leave a link in the description for this particular one, because this is one that I did my research, and a lot of them do not have that ability to hinge out to go to the vertical position, and some of them just look pretty cheap, but I've used this now on a couple shoots and it's nice and solid. I hope this helped you. I hope you learned something. We'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.